Hi, and welcome to our informational video about child labor in Kosovo. My name is Jan-Pieter. 5.3% of children aged 5 to 17 in Kosovo and 7% of children this age from Roma, Ashkali and Egyptian communities were in child labor in 2022. The Roma, Ashkali and Egyptian communities in Kosovo contribute significantly to Albanian society with their unique traditions and cultures. Despite being spread across 24 municipalities, they have a higher concentration in 5 specific municipalities. However, these numbers may not accurately reflect the true demographic picture, as not all community members participated and it didn't cover the 4 northern municipalities. Education is seen as a basic human right, and quality education is one of the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals. Luckily, primary education is free in Kosovo. Secondary education is often mainly free, however there are often associated costs such as school supplies, uniforms and sometimes school fees. So it should not be very difficult to attend school in Kosovo, right? Unfortunately, despite the supposed accessibility to education, children in Kosovo might not get an education due to factors such as poverty, political instability, cultural norms, lack of infrastructure, discrimination and lack of awareness. What are the consequences of working and not going to school? To investigate this, we studied literature on child labor and the lack of education. First of all, these children do not go to school and as a result remain under the radar of local authorities. It is challenging to monitor where these children end up. Second, a lack of education can lead to limited skills and qualifications, reducing the chances of obtaining a good job and a decent income. A vicious cycle may emerge where they raise their own children in a similar manner, perpetuating the cycle. Third, children who do not attend school miss the opportunity for formal education, limiting their future career prospects. And last, education plays a crucial role in the development of social skills. Children who do not attend school may struggle with building relationships and developing social skills. Being another one of the Sustainable Development Goals, it is important to have a look at the implications of child labor on children's health. According to data, children in Kosovo undergo some of the worst forms of child labor. Some examples of these forms are commercial sexual exploitation, sometimes as a result of human trafficking, and forced begging. Because of this, many children have to work under hazardous conditions. Hazardous work is defined as work that is likely to harm the health, safety, or morals of the worker. More examples of this dangerous work is loading and transporting goods or vending small items, or working in the mines, construction and manufacturing, as well as garbage seeking at dump sites. The most hazardous workplace conditions that children in Kosovo have to undergo are exposure to extreme temperatures or humidity, dust, fumes or gas. 18.2% of children aged 5 to 17 in child labor are exposed to extreme temperatures or humidity in their workplace. 34.7% of children in Roma, Ashkali and Egyptian communities the same age have been exposed to dust, fumes or gas in their workplace. There are some critical issues accompanying children in these precarious circumstances. Policy responses must pay special attention to this. As for mental health, being in child labor interestingly is negatively associated with anxiety. This does not necessarily imply that child labor reduces anxiety though. Anxious children are not in state to perform any work, thus probably the negative correlation. Some other negative associations with anxiety are school attendance, being from a rural area, the household having access to water, and the amount of wealth the household possesses. A positive association with anxiety is being older and being Albanian. These results are similar for Roma, Ashkali and Egyptian children, except that older children and those attending school are more likely to experience anxiety. In our research, we didn't find enough evidence to establish a direct relationship between child labor and depression, neither for children overall in Kosovo nor for those of Roma, Ashkali and Egyptian communities. We did find that attending school, something that child labor prevents, decreases the probability of experiencing depression daily. The household having access to water, possessing wealth and being from a rural area also decreases the probability of experiencing depression on a daily basis. For Roma, Ashkali and Egyptian children, being from rural areas is actually associated with an increased probability of experiencing depression daily. In order to further investigate child labor in Kosovo, we did a small-scale questionnaire with children that were working on the streets and a questionnaire with adults in Kosovo. These are some of the most interesting results. The interviewed children were mainly 4 to 10 years old. Interviewed adults perceived child labor as something unfair and harmful to children. Most of the interviewed children identified as male. Interviewed adults were aware that children's rights were being violated. Almost 90% of the children interviewed did not attend school. Most of the interviewed children have started working on the street for 2 reasons, some to earn money, some to help their family. Most of the interviewed children say that they don't know that child labor is illegal in Kosovo. Most of the interviewed children dreamed of having a good job. And last, none of the interviewed children were happy to work and most got tired from it. When facing the task of coming up with a solution to this problem, it becomes clear that child labor is a hard and complex problem to tackle, though there are things that can be done. First, it is important to create an integrated perspective to see all sides of the problem and to create effective strategies against child labor. Secondly, it is important to create and apply strategies to increase young people's chances so that less young people will end up in child labor. And third, it is important to increase social protection because by supporting parents financially, less children will have to work to support them. Shown on screen now are the references used in this video. They will also be in the video description. Thanks for watching.